It's week 1 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Bears, next on EA Sports.
veteran kicker Robbie Gould set to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
Justin Fields endured some literal growing pains his rookie season, taking hits and being forced to run for it behind a porous offensive line. But he also had moments where he showed his upside as a franchise quarterback. He did win 2 of his first 3 starts and had a 100-yard rushing game against San Francisco in Week 8. Several offseason changes in Chicago should help get Fields some help in year 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll work this down inside the 30. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it... Over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Lance. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Lance looks to throw again. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Ready. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that is incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Our first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Anthony Schwartz, an 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. This is taken way up to the 25. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag.
A big pickup of 38. Well, we saw David Montgomery lead the nation a few years back in broken tackles when he was at Iowa State, and he's proven to be difficult to bring down in the NFL as well.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Up the middle, it's fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is going to be 49er football.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right, from the 20-yard.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to over.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Lance's throw pulled in by Schwartz. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They fake the handoff. Now Lance to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Anthony Schwartz, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken way up at the 25. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. Got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Out of the gun, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Fields now to throw. Caught by Montgomery. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The Bears on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's going to air one out, and that is incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Holding offense.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Lance now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Montgomery to begin the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Fields hit and the ball is loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And out across midfield down to the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And he's taken down inside the 30. 63 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Fields. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 23. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Now a play fake. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Lance. Throw left side complete. That's Gray. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Play action. Now it's Lance. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. From the gun, it's Lance. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Anthony Schwartz on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We'll remind you that coming up tonight, the first Sunday nighter of the new season. And how about this for a matchup? The Buccaneers and the Cowboys from Dallas, 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday night, just one game here in Week 1 this year. And it'll pit the Broncos and Seahawks as Russell Wilson makes his Bronco debut. And, of course, where is it? Seattle. Coincidence? We'll let you decide. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Fields. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. To the air again, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt.
$35 yards that time on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
On play action, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Sometimes they're ready for you, and that time they were on guard. Incomplete.
Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Deebo Samuel,
48 yards.
And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now Fields.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
A shotgun snap, Fields over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Throwing left sideline, complete. It's Schwartz. Touchdown!
Anthony Schwartz
on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Niners are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Gould with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Going up top. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Throwing now is Lance.
He's going to take another shot here. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Able to find Gray here.
And they work this out past the 25. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Again, it's Lance. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Fields. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Bears punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10. At their 35-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
The cover is by Darius Ward.
To throw is Fields. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Running left, Montgomery. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Bears! Cole Kmet, 38 yards.
And the Bears get a bit closer.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was all capped off by Cole Kmet with a touchdown catch. From the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
And Lance going to throw. Looking for the crossing receiver. He's got him. It's Samuel.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Lance and company going on 4th down. Open man is Ayuk, complete.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Play action, now it's Lance.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. You see David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Fields.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there.
Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Now a 1st down throw. Fields.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lance winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And this is taken in at the 5. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
On play action, Lance.
Touchdown 49ers.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Gould with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is taken way up at the 25. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Lance. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this now a hit and a loose football. And this is going to be 49er football. Lance now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Lance taking a shot for Samuel. And this one is incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Lance now to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's good for the Chicago Bears. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's...
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gould with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this a very, very short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bears now ready to take over again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Lance now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance Now Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, take him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought. Throwing again on second down. Lance toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That last catch, a big one, folks. He's now gone over 300 yards receiving in this game. It is a game for the ages. And Lance's throw pulled in by Schwartz. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance being chased out left. This one caught by Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there. On first down, Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Got his target, Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's Lance. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Throwing now is Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. we may be someone you have to reckon with.
Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This is taken way up at the 25. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on second down. Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. Fields on target to Mooney. First down, Chicago. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And one last throw here for Fields. And again back to Kmet. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Francisco, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12 911.